back to it. You ain't shown me no love, so I turn my back to you. Yeah. I can't get no racks.
Hey guys, welcome to a review of the Hg Gundam Barbatos from Iron Blood Orphans. You can get this kit for around 1100 yen and it came out on October 2015. So let's talk about stickers. First of all, you got some stickers for the shoulder pads. You got two, and then you got one for the crotch, which I didn't use. It's supposed to be a black sticker that you put it here. Then you got two for the side skirts and two for the legs, which is the same symbol as the chest and the shoulder. So moving on, let's talk about accessories. For the accessories, you got two weapons. The first one is a mace, which you can slide into his hand like so. The mace is my favorite weapon of the Barbatos. I think it looks better than the sword that this kit came with. And the mace also has some, so to let my camera focus a bit, yep, there you go. So the mace has like grooves for the Gundam Barbatos to hold, so that the mace doesn't slide off when he is holding it. So when you put it on his hand or in his hand, the mace is not gonna fall off. Not that easily. So that's the first accessory. The second accessory that the Gundam Barbatos has is a sword, and the sword is kind of plain, not gonna lie. It's just a black or silver, kind of grayish plastic that you call it a sword. So to put the sword into his hand, just simply take his hand off, take his hand apart, and put the sword in his hand, then reattach it like so. Then you can reattach his hand. Now Barbatos is wielding his signature sword. For his final accessory, which isn't a weapon, it's an arm. It's actually an armored version of this arm, which you can make the Gundam Barbatos transform to his first form. And to do that, you have to take his shoulder armor off, then reattach this arm here. And to do that, just simply take his arm off and just slide the armored variant on. But you only get two hands in this kit, so you need to take off the hand that's on here. Yeah, that's how you put the arm on Barbatos. So for weapon storage, you can store his weapons. You can store his weapons on his backpack You can store both the mace and my Barbatos is coming apart. No, he's fine. So you can store his weapons at his back, which has 2 pegs right here. And to store his weapon, just simply slide it on one of those pegs, like so. Right, maybe it's the other way around. Yep. So now the Barbatos has stored his weapon. That's all the weapons and accessories that you get in this kit. You don't get any expressive hands. You only got 2 fists. That's kind of bummer. But in the Iron-Blooded Orphans high grade line, that's all you're gonna get. There's an extension pack which you can buy the hands, expression hands, and there's an extension pack which you can buy weapons. So if you want to buy more weapons and you want to buy some expressive hands, you have to buy it separately. Moving on, let's talk about his articulation. So his head is on a ball joint. It can do whatever ball joint can do. It can look up that far, then he can look down that far. His head can rotate around 360 degrees if you want to, and his arm can rotate around 360 degrees. His shoulder pad can move up and down independently. His arm can bend slightly more than 90 degrees, and he has a bicep swivel. His hand is on a ball joint, and you can take his hand off that easy. For the waist, you can move side to side, and you have a little bit of ab crunch, not that much. I mean, he doesn't have an ab crunch, but it kind of wiggles like that. He can tilt side to side because of his thin waist, and the front skirt can be split apart in 2, just like most high grade Gundams or any other Gundam lines. And if you split it apart, you can move the leg forward like so, which is about 90 degrees, and you can bend like so. I would say this is a double joint bend or a double bend joint. For the feet, he can go down that far, and you can go up that far, and then the front of the feet can move independently. He also has a slight pivot, and the leg can go far to the side that much. I think he can do a split. Yep, he can. So overall, the articulation for Gundam Barbatos is actually really good. Most of the high grade kits from Iron-Blooded Orphan has a high amount of articulation on it because of the skinny design, and they don't have much armor on them. So that's all. For size comparison, let's get my previous review, the high grade Jim. So they are about the same size. And let's get another Iron Blooded Orphan kit. Here is the Gundam high grade Gundam Stray. And lastly, let's put the high grade Gundam 00. So he's basically the same size as any other high grade should be. So if you worry about him being out of scale, don't worry. It's perfectly fine. So to conclude the review, should you buy this kit? I highly recommend you do, but be aware that he has a lot of stickers, so that's what you need to take precaution of. You better paint the kit if you want it to look good, especially the shoulder pads and the stickers on his feet, because this type of stickers tend to fall off. So that's all to be said. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next review.